I spent the last 2 weeks caddying for a pro golfer, and I think he might have just taught me the best way to read greens. On my journey from average guy to pro golfer, I've been trying to absorb every little piece of information that I can. Because believe it or not, the learning curve from shooting 80 to playing professionally, pretty big learning curve. So being able to be on the bag for a former touring pro in the Armed Forces Championship was such an invaluable experience to me. I picked up so many little things, and this is a big one. One of the big things I learned was that I was over-reading greens. I was over-reading breaks, and I was taking way too long to do it. The first thing you need to know is you gotta go behind the hole. Well, in the case of this putt, you gotta go behind the hole. Really, you wanna be on the lower side. So if you're putting downhill like this, you wanna be looking back at the ball. If you're putting uphill, being behind the ball is fine. We wanna be on the lowest side of the hole. Really, the goal is super simple. All we gotta do to figure out every break we need is find the low point of the hole. Another way of thinking about this is which way would the water drain if the water was running off of the green. Finding the low point is actually really easy. It's the same thing as finding the straight putt. For this putt, my ball's over there. The straight putt of the low point is right about here. So on a clock, if my ball is 6 o'clock, we wanna take the perspective that we're looking from as 6. This is about 10 o'clock. So we're gonna say the low point of this hole is 10 o'clock, which means everything breaks towards me. That's it. That's how you read the putt. Now you know that the ball is gonna want to come to the low point. It wants to feed to where the straight putt is at, in this case, 10 o'clock. So that's the easy part, finding the low point. So now we know which way it breaks, but how much does it break? It's really quite simple. The most break you are going to face is when you are perpendicular to the fall line or the low point of the hole. In our case, with the low point being at 10 o'clock, the most break we would face on this putt is 7 o'clock. So we'd have to be more this way. For us, we're gonna see slightly less break than the most. Basically, the closer you get on either side to the fall line, to the low point, the less break you're gonna see. For us, because we're on this side of the hole, 10 o'clock is over there, we are gonna see a moderate right to left break. Now that we've determined the low point and how much it's breaking, all that's really left is to pick a speed that suits your line and hit the putt. You're not gonna make everything, but it's gonna be quicker, it's gonna be more efficient, and you're gonna hit better putts.